Welcome to Charlotte Conversations. I'm Pastor Barrett Berry. We're joined today with Joel Harkin. We're going to talk about health, living a healthy life, having a devotion. You know, health, being healthy and working out, it can be all inclusive of your spiritual growth as well. And so we here at Charlotte Conversations and TheElm, we've been focusing on empowering your faith, empowering your family, empowering your fellowship, and empowering your finances. And you can't do any of those things without good health. Your health is your wealth. Someone asked, I saw on social media, asked the question, what would you do for $10 million? Whatever I need to do for $10 million. Okay, good. We'll give you 10 million. But before you give $10 million, if you only can have the $10 million until tomorrow, what if you had to pass away tomorrow? What would you do? Man, I don't want to pass away. I want my health. See, realistically, your health really is your wealth. Without being healthy, there's not much you can do. No, you're limited in what you can do. So we want to focus on living an empowered life holistically, spiritually, physically, mentally, but also our physical health is so important. It's imperative. And so I've been witnessing Joel over the years start off he tried to give me to give him 4:30 in the morning. That's crazy. But anyway, so but I get up at 5 now. I get up at 5 o'clock now. And most days. And come on in. And I've seen his transformation. He went from a police officer, right, to doing some real estate, right? I'll let you talk about your mogulness in real estate. And now CrossFit. So, Joel, who are you?
So my name is Joel Harkin, originally from Raleigh, North Carolina. Went to school, UNC Greensboro. That's where I met my wife. Done sales, I've done law enforcement, and now I'm in real estate. But when I was younger, I like to call it pleasantly plump, but I was a little overweight, and then lost some weight doing bicycling, went to college, joined a fraternity, and then in college I found out that I couldn't even do 5 push-ups at one time. And for me, that was something I was like, man, that's a little embarrassing. I wanted to fix that. So from there, went through a fitness transformation, and here I am now.
Wow. When I was in college, I was getting initiated. I couldn't do 5 either.
We're on the same level then.
I couldn't do 5. But by the end of those 10 weeks and 10 weeks and 21 days, we were doing 100 at a time, and we're doing sets of 100. So,
I still can't do a set of 100. That's good.
I mean, but that was PT at 4:30 in the morning every day except for Sunday. Yeah, forget them boys. But anyway, so tell us. So now you're in this. Are you doing CrossFit now?
Yes, sir. CrossFit.
What in the world is CrossFit?
So CrossFit is constantly varied movements. You can use a barbell, a dumbbell. Some days it's just strictly lifting. Other days it's something called metabolic conditioning, where you might work really hard, really fast for 5 minutes, all the way up to 20 to 30 minutes. It can be body weight movements. The main thing is just to keep your body guessing all of the time, and it's to mimic movements that you might have to do in real life.
So that's what CrossFit is. And so you didn't start off with CrossFit.
Oh, no, I started out originally going to the YMCA working on bodybuilding type programs that I got off of bodybuilding.com. It was good.
So you started off with just examples from on an online website.
100% correct, yes.
And then incorporate them into your regular routine.
Oh, yeah.
I first saw you in your, I guess would be in your online, in your garage.
Oh, yeah.
So how'd you go from the Y into the garage?
Gotcha. So I went from the Y, that was when I was in Raleigh, North Carolina. Worked out there. Then I had a job at a place called Granger Industrial Supply doing sales. Left that job, and then my wife was like, hey, I know you like fitness. Why don't you try doing a fitness job? So I was like, okay. Did fitness, enjoyed it. I was a coach in a bunch of different gyms, did personal training. And then how I got a garage gym was I became a cop. There was not a lot of extra free time, so I didn't want to, get ready to go to the gym, drive there, work out, drive back. So I was like, you know what? I want to spend time with my family. So let me build a gym in my garage, and that's how that came across.
Now, and so I wanted you to share that because not everything has to be at a gym.
Correct.
Right? And not everything has to be. I'm a member of a gym, and I pay way too much money.
Yeah.
And I go far too few times.
Yeah.
And I find more pleasure working out at home than I do going to the gym, because the gym gets. I think some people in the gym for fashion purposes.
Yeah.
So it distorts the whole concept of working out to me. I'm a still gym guy. I was an athlete in high school from junior high to college, and so it was just still, you know. So I'm not accustomed to co-ed anything in the gym. So that's how you're in your garage. How does one move to the garage and maintain some sense of motivation to get up and to work out?
For me, it was all about setting a standard. And I feel like, if you set a standard, you're always going to live up to that standard. And for instance, when I started my first big boy job out of college, I was gaining a little bit of weight, and I tried on my khaki pants for my job. And my mom was like, "Oh man, those look a little tight. Why don't you get a, bigger pant size?" And something just clicked, and I was like, "All right, if I get a bigger pant size once, then I can get a bigger pant size twice, 3 times, and 4 times." And again, there's nothing wrong with that if that's what you want to do. But for me, it was like a standard. I was like, "No, I can't do that because that's a slippery slope." So for me, getting up, working out in the garage, or going somewhere else to work out, it's more of just what I do now. It's a habit. It's a standard. Same with, when I met my wife, I was a certain size. So for me, my standard is I want to be this size and or better for my wife, because that's how she married me. God willing, unless something changes that's outside of, my limitations.
Right. Now, you were a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
How physical, I was looking at some police officers yesterday, and I was wondering, can they throw hands? Because they didn't necessarily look like they could.
Yeah.
I was concerned.
I understand.
I was concerned for them. So as a police officer, what's the rigor? Is there preparation? Is it continued training as a police officer? How does that work? And how is it applicable to your real life outside of wearing the shield?
Yeah. So when you're in the police academy, there's a lot of physical fitness that you go through, as well as there's a lot of martial arts that you do. And they do let you know that it's up to you to maintain that and keep up with that once you leave the police academy. When you're in your car, you are sitting down a lot, you're driving a lot. There's a lot of opportunities for fast food, so that can go to the wayside if you're not focused on that. So as far as, cops and their physical fitness, that is all on a personal level. You'll find some that, because of their lifestyle, they aren't as physically fit, and there's some that, implement that standard where, hey, my life, the life of the people that I'm saving or trying to save, is heavily tied to my physical fitness, and they take that a little bit more serious. So that's my opinion on that.
Was that the road that kind of a bridge that you took from wearing the shield? Because I've seen you from being a cop to not being a cop.
Yeah.
You were right in the gym though, right away.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess it created a lifestyle.
As far as the fitness?
Fitness, yes.
Yeah, so that definitely the police academy helped with my mindset as far as physical fitness. But it did happen before that. I was, after college, again, I was just working out, was a coach, working out as well. And I found that I did it so many times to the point where it became a habit. So no matter what happened in my life, that was just what I fell back on. I fell back to that training, and that training was always working out.
And I think that's where I'm going to lead. I'm trying to get somewhere with this.
Yeah.
That you get up in the morning, and what's your morning routine when you rise at? You sit up at 4:30.
I try to get up at 3:45. It is what it is.
I can't even speak after that. 3:45. I thought 5 o'clock I was doing something. I feel like you must
still good.
You must go to bed at what, 6?
Usually about 10ish.
10ish.
Yeah.
Very good. So what's your morning routine? If you don't mind sharing, what's your morning routine starting at 3:45?
Yeah, so I usually get up, open my Bible app, read that real quick, post it online, brush my teeth, take a shower. Then I go downstairs. I try to listen to a sermon on like 1.5 speed or watch a little bit of The Chosen or just something related to God. And then try to eat some oatmeal, drink a pre-workout, and then get to the gym by 5 a.m. And because I have a CrossFit class that starts at 5. So that's when I go there.
All right. Yeah. So again, you start off with devotion first.
Correct.
And I think people, I tie this into, and I need to get back to this. I was in D.C. and in seminary in D.C. and grad school, one or two, I don't know, I was in D.C. And I wanted to work out, but I wanted to also pray in the morning. I wanted to have some sort of devotion. So what I did, I tied, Jesus lived to be 33 years of age. Yeah. So I said, I want to do 3 miles a day. Like 3.1 is 5K, so 3 miles a day. And to start off with, I start off at the track. Yeah. And I would go in the third lane around the track. So I would walk first, and then I would jog one and walk one until I was able to do 2. But I always did it on the third lane. And I kept my mind focused on Jesus living his 33 years and his ministry for 3 years and living for 33 years. And I was in the third lane doing 3 miles. And so I tied my spiritual life, my devotion life, my discipline to my working out to a point that I could then run 3 miles without having to be in the lane. Then I could go out into the streets and run 3 miles with ease and finish within 33 minutes. Got down to 30 minutes. But so I just got down to 28 eventually. But that's how that's how I motivated myself. Tell us about this devotion that you do in the morning, and why do you do these things in your preparation for your 5 a.m. fitness class?
Yeah, well, the reason why I feel like devotion is important, at least for me, first thing in the morning, is I got to a point in my life where I really enjoyed fitness, and I would start going to work out on Sundays, and I wouldn't go to church instead. So I started putting my health, my fitness before my relationship with God, and then it just clicked to me. It's like, oh man, I'm making that an idol. So now I make sure the first thing I do is, at least open my Bible app, read that, again, try to get my sermon in or something, just so I know, okay, I put God first before I put, health and fitness. So that's for me, just to check myself every day to make sure I'm not putting something as an idol above God.
And this is CrossFit, right? Now, we're average people.
Yeah.
Some of us don't even work out.
Yeah.
Some of us just think about it, right? But is CrossFit for us?
I would say 100% as long as you go to the right gym. And what I say by that is there's a lot of great gyms. There are some gyms that they might not know what they're doing as much, but as long as you go to the right one, they'll be able to scale certain movements. There's movements that I don't do because it's not in my wheelhouse or I feel like I'd get injured. But as long as you have the right coaching, I think anyone can do it. From like the gym that I go to, we have people who are in their 60s doing it. We have kids that are 13-year-olds doing it. It's really for everyone, in my opinion.
So in CrossFit is lifting, running. Give us some examples of what a CrossFit workout is like. Gotcha.
So, for instance, this past Saturday, it was a partner workout where we started out with an 800-meter run. Then you came inside. You did 3 rounds of 10 bar muscle-ups, which is like a pull-up, and then just like pushing up over the bar. 30 sit-ups, and then something called a wall ball, where you have a ball, you go into a squat, you throw up against the wall, you catch it, and then you finish with another 800-meter run. But some people had injuries, some people just aren't runners, so they were able to ride on a bike. Other people, instead of doing the type of sit-ups we did, they might have done regular sit-ups. So you can really scale it and modify it to whatever level of fitness that you're on.
That's important. No, you can start from anywhere.
Correct.
Doesn't matter what level you're on.
100%.
And still have benefits from it.
100%.
And it's important that we do something physical every day. I mean, a 30-minute walk is a minimum, but you should do that every day. They even say that studies have come out recently saying that people who actually do some sort of a cardio workout on a daily basis, even those who are obese, still have better outcomes than those who are fit who don't do regular cardio every day.
I've heard that for sure.
So it's important that we are active, even as Christian folk, that we are active. We're talking about starting a Zumba class.
I like it.
To find new ways to get people active. But CrossFit is, I guess, the modern today's way of working out. Instead of just going to the gym and doing the regular sets. Right?
Yeah.
So why did you choose CrossFit versus, I guess, just going to the gym and following a traditional workout plan?
Yeah, a couple different reasons for that. When I moved to Charlotte first, I used to work at a gym, and when I was in training, they actually told us that a lot of people are gym sponsors. Like if you look at a gym, they don't have enough space for all of their members to come at one time. So they are banking on the majority of their members not showing up. And that just doesn't sit right with me. I feel like if you're offering a service or a product, you should deliver the service or a product. And then when I would go to those gyms, I love doing bench. I'm a guy, I love doing it. But if I'm going there, there's always someone using that bench. So I have to alternate my plan. And then my time in the gym takes a lot longer. Although my membership might have been $10 a month, $20 a month, to me it was a lot more expensive because I was not getting the results that I wanted. But when I started going to CrossFit, and then also what I see with these other boutique gyms, they create a culture of community, they create a culture of accountability, and then you also get results. Like my gym membership right now, $170 a month. It costs a lot. However, I am getting the results that I want. If I wasn't getting those results, I wouldn't pay for it. But when I went to a regular gym that was like $10 a month, I wasn't getting the results that I wanted. So it was more like throwing away money versus investing money back into my body, into my health.
You're right. I mean, I think everybody has a library card and a Planet Fitness membership. So
100%. 100%.
So
I had it at one point.
Don't use. I think to check on that. I think I may still have one. But you're right, and so it's more of an investment into you. Without our health, we don't really have. You don't have anything without good health.
Correct.
You don't have anything without good health, everybody. So, do you do anything dietary that's unique or coincides with your physical workout?
I would say for me, my wife, she eats way healthier than I do. I like to have pizza once a week. I literally work out just so I can eat. But when I am cleaning up my diet, I did macros for at one point, and that helped me to really lean out and get ripped. That was unsustainable for me because there was a lot of counting of your protein, your carbs, measuring. So with a busier schedule, I try to eat more whole foods, and that is a lot more sustainable for me. I'm not going to be super ripped just from only eating whole foods and not calculating those macros, but that's something that I can do that is sustainable nutrition-wise for myself.
And what are whole foods?
That would be stuff that grows on trees or just like animals. So it would be a steak. It can be beef, broccoli, burgers, fruits, things that aren't fried. Like I love popcorn shrimp. It wouldn't be popcorn shrimp. Wouldn't be pizza, things like that.
Yeah, no bang shrimp for
it is good though. But yeah, none of that.
Yeah, I've given that up, man, but I miss it. He had a good relationship while it lasted.
It is good.
Yeah. So I always tell people I'm the chubbiest, healthiest person because I get up and I have a smoothie every day, and I juice too. So I made a cherry juice today.
Yeah.
I read you can have about 24 cherries a day. So I put 24 cherries in. Put it in my blender with some black seed and some kale, and a little protein and some other seeds, chia seeds. Put that in there, and I get it going. And so my friends and I from Los Angeles, we all grew up together. We share tidbits on health.
Yeah.
So lower your blood pressure or maintain it. beets every day. So we do beet juice.
It's not bad.
Kale, blueberries, the antioxidants, those type of things. And so you want to get enough greens in your body on a regular basis.
100%.
Juicing and blending are two of the ways to successfully maintain whole foods in your life, and eating enough fiber and enough protein. So good protein I like to use is pea protein, PEA protein. That's good protein for you. It's clean. You should get about at least 56 if you're an adult, at least 56 grams of protein a day. I shoot for 100.
That's awesome.
Grams of protein a day. But that takes work.
It does.
You have to plan around that. I want to be a vegan. I can't be vegan I couldn't be vegan and get to 100 grams of protein. I just could not do it. I can't even do it as a vegetarian.
That's fair.
You may be able to. I cannot do it. I cannot do it. So how important is the diet tied to the workout?
I would say the diet is extremely important. Just for myself, I know if I don't eat before I work out, my performance is not going to be as good. Same with in my normal day. If I don't eat before I go out and about doing, my real estate things, I am not going to be as focused. I'm not going to have as much energy. So I would say your diet is a little bit more important than your actual workout, to be honest.
That's what I want you to say. You said the right thing. The diet is more important than the working out, although both are important. Mm-hmm. But you have to be cognizant of both.
100%.
Fried chicken and fried food, we had to let fried food go.
Yeah.
There's no healthy reason to eat anything fried.
Yeah.
Grits taste good, but there's no effective or measured health qualities of eating grits.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any, but we love them. I woke up yesterday wanting to have a waffle. Man, I want a waffle so bad. But I said I had a blackberry kale beet smoothie.
Yeah.
Tastes nothing like a waffle.
Understand that. Definitely understand.
But you have to do certain things
to
get certain places, right?
100%.
Now, I also noticed that Miss Whitney, your wife.
Oh, yeah.
I saw some pictures of her.
She's crushing
on
it.
social media. Yeah. Now, was she always into fitness like that?
No, she was not. But she's crushing it now. I think she just had a mindset shift. She got around the right set of people at the gym, and they push each other. And she's competitive. And the good thing about CrossFit and some of these boutique gyms is they gamify your fitness. And by that, I mean they give you, they might have you on the leaderboard as far as like, hey, you did this today. And then your friend might have done it a little bit faster, a little bit slower, things like that. So it really helps to motivate you. And then the community you're around as well helps keep you engaged and accountable. So I think that's a part of it. I can't speak for her, obviously, but I think that is what's helpful.
Well, I see a little competition every now and again on Facebook between the two of you.
Oh, she's going to beat me in shoulder work, for sure.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, 100%.
I saw her. She was carrying on.
Yeah.
So for those of us who are married, how's marriage, relationship, and working out? How's that play in the health of your marriage, of your relationship, or does it not play in it at all?
I would say it depends on what I might be saying it wrong. I don't know if it's the love language or what, but depending on what your love language is, if you work out together and you enjoy that, that's definitely going to help build it up. So I would say it's helpful in general, and then I believe working out definitely helps both of y'all be more confident, and when you can show up more confident to the world and your relationship, I feel like that's better.
Now, you got 3 sons.
100%, yeah.
Do they work out?
They do, actually.
They do?
They do different type of things. Like my youngest, he likes to do pull-ups. My oldest does not like to run, but he runs anyway. He can run 3 miles without stopping. He can probably do even more. And then the second one just does whatever he can do to get better at soccer.
So do you think you being in the fitness played a role in them having a desire to be fit as well, or exercise, or play soccer?
I would say yes, but I would say it's both Whitney and I, or my wife and I, them seeing both of us working out kind of encourages them to work out too. Like, for instance, my wife used to not be able to do pull-ups. We got a pull-up bar that we put in our house. She started doing it, so then our kids wanted to start doing pull-ups on that. So I feel like us as a unit, it does help motivate them or influence them to work out.
So I want you to say, you said it, parents are taking the lead in leading their families into healthy lifestyles.
100%.
And that's important that we recognize that our kids will do what they see is what they'll be. I'm in 100 Black Men. Our slogan is, what they see is what they will be.
I agree.
And so it's important for parents to take the lead in doing so. Matter of fact, I didn't eat candy. My mom didn't provide me candy. I grew up in Los Angeles along the coast. And, you know, half them people are vegetarians. Some they crazy.
Can't do it.
I ain't doing it. So. But she wouldn't. I ate a lot of vegetables. I had 3 things on my plate at all times, and I never ate candy. So to this day, I still don't eat. I very rarely eat candy.
I understand that.
But it's because my mother didn't provide candy for me. I mean, it's what I wanted. And so I never had cavities for years. Then I got a cavity. I'm not how that happened. But anyway, it was my mother took the lead in that lifestyle. So give us a workout. What's a workout look like? Get us all started today on some of us who have not worked out. Give us our first workout. What would it look like?
I would say if you haven't worked out at all, a very easy benchmark workout, I guess, so you can retest yourself is, a 10-minute workout. Every minute on the minute, do 5 to 10 burpees for 10 minutes. So that'll really test your fitness. You can do it every single month to see how easier it gets. But, the first minute, you do 5 burpees. Second minute, you do 5 burpees, and so on until 10 minutes is up. Or if you're like, man, I'm super fit, you can do 10 burpees a minute, every single minute for 10 minutes. And that'll really be a full body workout, and it'll get you right for sure.
Okay, all right. Burpees. That's something we did in middle school, probably. The first burpee, and then on the football field. And now we're novices. We're doing our burpees. What's the next stage for I guess medium workout?
I would say if you have equipment, I'm a huge fan of deadlifts, bench press, squats, and pull-ups. So I would integrate those into your workout. Maybe 5 sets of 5 of deadlifts, 5 sets of 5 bench press, 5 sets of 5 squats, and 5 sets of 5 strict pull-ups. That's what I would do.
And so now you're our coach, right? You're a trainer, and we're considering joining CrossFit, and we want to do CrossFit. What do you tell people when they first come to CrossFit? How do you get them started or motivated in working out? Or what's the plan that you use?
Gotcha. Yeah. So when I was a coach, and then also what I would tell people now is, hey, you just want to show up. The first month is going to not feel good. You're going to be sore. You're going to be tired. But that's just your muscles growing, and you want to continue to push through. I also tell people not to ego lift. You want to lift what your body's capable of doing without getting hurt. I've ego lifted before. I paid the price of getting injured from it. So just making sure you only lift what you're capable of, and then your body will get stronger. You can lift heavier eventually, but start off slow at first.
No ego lifting.
No ego lifting. Slow, smooth, fast.
All right. So I don't have $170 to go to join your gym.
Yeah.
So where else could I join besides America's Gym, Planet Fitness? Is there another type of gym to go to?
Yeah. So
or not a gym at all.
Yeah, I would. There's a bunch of different things you can do. First, if someone were to say, "Hey, I don't have $170," I would challenge them first to see if, do you not have $170, or are you just allocating those funds somewhere else where you could reallocate them to investing in your health? If you really are like, "Hey, Joel, I don't have any extra money. It's hard for me to make ends meet," then, there's less expensive gyms that are still boutique gyms that foster that same community. If If not, you can always just get a group of friends who are really can really hold you accountable, and y'all can meet up and do free workouts together outside or somewhere else. But I would say that key thing is accountability. It's so much harder to do it alone. There's some quote, and I'm probably going to misquote it, but it's like, if you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, or no, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together, something like that. So just get a community around you, get accountability partners. You can do it for free. Just make sure y'all holding each other accountable.
Accountability.
100%.
Accountability. So we're going to close with this thought. It's important to have a devotion life. Get up early in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like people. I was trained. I believe this to be true. I want to be working when other people are sleeping.
Yeah.
I want to defeat. I'm competitive. We should be competitive in life. Not just because we were raised as athletes, but just because life is competition.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be the best that I can be. And so being, I'm going to get up early.
Yeah.
But pray, devotion, study, go to your workout, find some accountability, be with other people who can hold you accountable for working out,
mm-hmm.
and not go fast, but go at a pace with a group of people that you can be successful towards the end.
100%.
That's what I'm getting from this conversation.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, I have one guilty pleasure that I keep. My gym is $150 a month. I go to Lifetime Fitness.
Nice gym.
But it has everything imaginable in it, you know. But now, it tell you, they threaten you now. Like, if you drop down, you're going to go back to the Enzo wait list.
Yeah.
And then it's like almost $200 a month.
Oh, man.
So they're tricking me to keep my membership. I'm never going to pay that kind of money.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think it's important for us to find a community that you are comfortable with.
Agree.
And wherever it is.
100%.
It could be in your neighborhood with the ladies that you talk to about your kids. That could be your place. It could be the fellows when you go play basketball. But you need to have a fitness community that's focused on your success of your health.
Agree. 100%.
That's imperative. All right. Any last statements before we close?
The only last thing I would say is, if you are looking to be more fit, there's something about just putting it out there. I've learned this. I've had coaches that talk to me about this in business and in fitness. If you have a goal, if you have social media, tell people, hey, I'm going to do X by X day, because then you'll have people checking in on you, and it's another layer of accountability. So that's just my last thoughts. Just accountability will really help you go far.
There it is. All right, this is Pastor Barrett. This is Joe Hargan. He is a husband, a father, a CrossFit trainer, real estate mogul. If you want to buy a house in the greater Charlotte area, see this guy right here. He's blowing up. He's blowing up. We want to thank you for joining us. Come back every Sunday at 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock? Yeah, 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock every Sunday at 11 o'clock for Charlotte Conversations. We want to leave you with this here at the Elm. We love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Visit our website, TheElm.Church, to see what we have going on next. All right? Always remember this. We love you. And he's waving. Oh, well, we normally do, but we're out of time. But what's your question? No, I want to hear it. No.
I believe he was just asking, what are my thoughts around macronutrients for weight loss and weight management? My thoughts on it, I love it. I've counted and tracked my macros. I did a plan where it talked about my, amount of protein I needed each meal, amount of carbs, and amount of fats. And it actually tailored it to my body size and my weight goal. That was the most in shape, fit I've ever been in my life. For me, it was just unsustainable just because I did not take the time to meal prep all the time and measure it. But if you're able to do that, I think it is phenomenal, and I think it'll help out really well. I believe my wife had done some macros for a while as well, and she had great results. So for macros, I love it. I think it's great.
We want to thank you for joining us here for the Charlotte Conversations. I'm Pastor Barrett, joined here with Joel Hargan. He is a fitness guru, real estate guru, husband, father of 3, We had a great time today. We join every Sunday, 11 a.m. here for Charlotte Conversations. Go to our website, charlotteconversations.org, or visit TheElm.Church to find out more. Every Sunday, 11 o'clock, we work to empower your faith, your family, your fellowship, and your finances. We're a holistic ministry we want you to live your best life. Let me remind you this, without good health, you don't really have wealth, all right? Ultimately, we love you, we love you, we love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. God bless. Give us a clap, everybody. Clap your hands.